We've got examples from the IELTS speaking test,
Okay.
comparing answers, basically at what they call a band 5 level, with answers at a much higher band 8 or 9 level.
And just quickly, band 5 means someone can communicate okay, but maybe with, noticeable errors.
Yeah, basically. While band 8, 9, that indicates someone who's pretty fluent, sophisticated language use.
Got it. But what's really fascinating here, I think, is that it goes beyond just grammar and vocabulary.
Totally. These different levels, they give you a unique glimpse into how people actually think about their clothes, the role fashion plays in their lives.
So our mission today is to really unpack those differences, see what they tell us.
Let's do it. Okay, first question, pretty fundamental. Do you care about fashion?
Right. And a band 5 level response might sound something like this. I don't care now. Before, I liked clothes. Now just wear anything.
Okay, so you get the gist.
Yeah, you understand the basic meaning, but it's pretty bare bones, isn't it? And a bit clunky grammar-wise.
Doesn't give us much to go on, no. Now, contrast that with a band 8, 9 answer.
Okay.
I used to be really into fashion when I was in high school. I always wanted to wear the latest styles. But now I just try to dress neatly and feel comfortable rather than focusing on trends.
Wow, okay. That's a huge difference.
Right. The detail, the self-awareness, it just jumps out.
It's like a mini story. It shows a progression,
Yeah.
from being really into fashion and wanting latest styles in
Yeah.
high school to now prioritizing being neatly dressed and, importantly, comfortable. There's a why behind the change.
Exactly. It's a reflection, not just a statement.
It really makes you think about your own sort of fashion journey over time, doesn't it? Have your priorities shifted?
Absolutely. And it shows how, more precise language often goes hand in hand with more developed thinking, or at least expressing that thinking.
Okay, let's look at the next one. What kind of things do you normally wear?
Right. Band 5 might say, shirt and jeans, sometimes suit. At home, shorts.
Again, you get the information, but it feels
Yeah.
like bullet points.
Yeah, disconnected, no real context. When do they wear the suit? Why?
No idea. Now, the band 8-9 response.
It really depends on the setting. I usually wear a button-down shirt and slacks for work, something casual like jeans and a sweatshirt when I go out. And at home, I stick to comfy clothes like a t-shirt and sweatpants.
Ah, see, the context makes all the difference.
Totally. It paints a picture straight away. Work clothes, going out clothes, home clothes.
And the vocabulary is richer, too. Button-down shirt, slacks, sweatshirt, comfy clothes, sweatpants. Much more specific than just shirt.
And notice the connecting phrases like, it really depends on the setting I usually wear.
Yeah, it flows. It shows they're thinking about appropriateness for different situations.
Which is something the first answer just doesn't touch on. It reveals an understanding of, social cues.
Makes you consider the why behind your own daily choices, definitely. What rules are you following without even maybe thinking about it?
Good point. Okay, moving on. How about cultural awareness? Question. Are there any traditional clothes in your country?
And the band 5 answer? I don't know. Maybe yes, I never see.
Not very informative, is it? Vague, a bit grammatically shaky.
Yeah, I never see is interesting. Doesn't really engage. What about the higher band?
Band 8, 9. Yes, but they're not commonly worn anymore. Traditional clothing is usually reserved for special occasions like holidays or cultural ceremonies. For instance, some people still wear hanbok during family gatherings in Korea.
Okay, now that's an answer. It gives background not common now, reserved for special times.
Right, context again, holidays, ceremonies.
And then a specific example. Hanbok in Korea for family gatherings. That really grounds it.
It shows a much broader understanding, doesn't it? Not just if they exist, but the when and the why. Cultural knowledge.
That band 5 I never see is quite telling in contrast. Does it mean they literally never see it? Or just not in daily life? Does it imply a disconnect, maybe?
It could, or maybe just a very literal interpretation of seeing. It definitely highlights how much cultural nuance is embedded in talking about clothes.
Yeah, definitely food for thought. Okay, what about buying clothes? Where do you usually purchase your clothes?
Band 5. Big shop near my house. Cheap. Fast.
Short. Sweet. Maybe too sweet.
Gets the points across location, price, speed.
Right.
But yeah, very little detail. No reasoning beyond those single words.
And the band 8-9 version.
These days, I usually go to department stores or large shopping malls. They have a wide range of options, and it's convenient to find everything I need in one place, especially when I'm short on time.
Oh, much clearer. Tells us the type of place. Department stores, malls.
And the reasons why. Wide range of options, convenient, everything in one place, especially good when short on time.
It gives you a real insight into their lifestyle and priorities in shopping, not just the bare facts.
Exactly. The why is there. It makes you think, okay, what are your priorities when you buy clothes? Price, convenience, choice, something else.
Good question for everyone listening. Okay, next up, online shopping. Have you ever bought clothes online?
Band 5 answer? No. Not good size. I don't like.
Very brief. Gets the point across, negative experience, seems like, but again, quite underdeveloped.
And some grammatical issues. Not good size. Now, band 8 to 9.
Let's hear it.
I've tried online shopping a few times, but I usually prefer physical stores. It's hard to tell if the clothes will fit properly or if the fabric is comfortable just from pictures.
Okay, that feels much more complete. They acknowledge trying it.
Right, a few times.
States a preference, prefers physical stores, and then gives solid reasons.
Logical reasons, yeah. Can't tell the fit, can't feel the fabric from pictures, makes perfect sense.
It shows they can articulate their preference, and crucially, justify it based on experience.
What about you listening? What are your own pros and cons for online versus in-store? We all have them, I bet.
True. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Do people from your country think fashion is important?
Band 5. Yes, people follow trend now. Wear same clothes.
Simple confirmation, basic observation about trends.
Yeah, but wear same clothes is a bit vague and the flow isn't great. Now, band 8-9.
Go on.
Yes, fashion seems to be more important these days, especially among young people. Social media plays a big role. Many try to follow influencers or keep up with seasonal trends.
Ah, interesting. This adds layers. It mentions a specific group, young people.
And a key influence social media. Influencers, seasonal trends.
It's a much more nuanced take on why fashion might be important now, connecting it to current cultural phenomena.
Exactly. It shows an awareness of those broader social forces shaping things. It's not just a simple yes.
Makes you wonder about your own community. How important is fashion and what's driving that? Is social media a big factor where you are?
It probably is for many people these days. Okay, last question, getting personal. What is your favorite item of clothing?
Band 5 says, jacket. Look good. Many people say nice.
Identifies an item, gives very general positive comments.
Yeah, look good. People say nice. Doesn't tell you much about the jacket or why they really like it.
Nope. Now, the band 8-9 answer. My favorite piece of clothing is a long beige coat I got last winter. It keeps me warm and adds a bit of style to even simple outfits. I get compliments on it often, which makes me feel good.
Oh, that's lovely. So much more evocative.
Right. Specific details, long beige coat last winter.
Practical reasons keeps me warm. Aesthetic reasons adds a bit of style.
And that emotional connection, getting compliments, makes them feel good.
It feels personal, relatable. It actually makes me think about a specific scarf I have. It's not just how it looks.
It's the story or the feeling attached.
Exactly. And this answer captures that. It's a little narrative.
It really is. It goes beyond just identifying something to sharing why it matters to them. So what's your favorite item listening in? And what are all the little reasons it holds that spot?
So wrapping this up, it's clear these differences between Band 5 and Band 8-9, they're about much more than just, better grammar or vocabulary.
Absolutely. That more detailed, more nuanced language we see in the higher bands, it consistently mirrors a deeper level of understanding.
Yeah, it provides context, reveals personal perspectives, even on something as everyday as clothes.
It really highlights how we communicate, even in simple chats. Says a lot about how we engage with the world, doesn't it? Our experiences, our grasp of social stuff.
Totally. So maybe a final thought for you to ponder.
Go on.
Think about the clothes you've got on right now. If someone hit you with these questions, how detailed would your answers be?
Yeah, what level of insight would they reveal about how you relate to fashion?
And maybe, just maybe, what might that say about your broader approach to things? How you express yourself?
Interesting. Just noticing those nuances in
Yeah.
how you talk and how others talk, even about simple topics.
Yeah, you might just uncover some really fascinating insights.